You're drooling on me." The voice was low, calm, and deeply unimpressed. Olivia Masters jolted awake, eyes wide, her head still resting against a very firm shoulder. It took a second to process what he'd just said. Her mouth opened, then closed. Then she sprang upright, adjusting her expensive blazer, brushing imaginary wrinkles from her skirt, heart pounding with embarrassment. "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," she said quickly, face flushed. She looked to her left and froze. The man she'd accidentally used as a human pillow wasn't just any passenger. He was in full military uniform, tall, sharp-jawed, emotionless. "Did I actually drool?" she asked, mortified. "A little," he replied, eyes still facing forward. "But I've had worse happen in combat." She winced. "That bad, huh?" No smile, no chuckle, just silence. She tucked a strand of blonde hair behind her ear and tried to play it cool. "Olivia Masters, CEO of Stratosync," she said, offering her hand. He didn't take it, just nodded slightly. "Walker, U.S. Navy." Her eyes dropped to the embroidered patch on his chest. "SEAL," she read aloud. Her stomach flipped. Of course he was. Navy SEALs didn't do small talk. They did covert ops, impossible missions, and stared down death for a living, and she just slobbered on one. She gave a nervous laugh. "Well, I guess I owe you a dry cleaning bill and a drink." Still nothing. His silence wasn't rude, it was measured, like he didn't waste words unless they mattered. The plane rocked slightly from turbulence. Olivia tensed, grabbing the armrest without thinking. "You okay?" he asked. "Yeah, just not a fan of flying," she admitted. "Then why do it?" he asked. "I have a company to run, people to lead, investors to impress," she rattled off, almost defensive. He gave a small nod. "Still sounds like a choice." Something in his tone stopped her cold. She looked at him. Really looked. He had that stillness only men who'd seen too much carried. Not just discipline. Something heavier. Worn behind the eyes. "You fly often?" she asked. "Only when I have to," he said. "Just coming back from burying a teammate." Olivia blinked. The energy shifted. "Oh, I'm sorry." He pulled something from his jacket pocket, a worn, folded photo. "Jake," he said, tapping the center figure. "Smartest guy in our squad. 24. Took the blast so the rest of us didn't have to." He handed her the photo. 5 smiling soldiers, sunburned and dirt-covered, frozen in a moment of brotherhood. She felt her throat tighten. "My dad was military," she said after a long pause. "Air Force pilot. I was 15 when he died on deployment. I missed the call because I was pitching my first startup. I didn't even leave the meeting." Walker turned slightly, for the first time looking at her with something like understanding. "You regret that?" "Every single day," she whispered. For a second, it felt like the plane was suspended in a bubble. Just them, high above the world. 2 people wrapped in quiet grief. The captain's voice broke through the silence. "Folks, we've been asked to hold in the air due to weather. Estimated delay is 45 minutes. Groans erupted around the cabin. Olivia rolled her eyes. "Great. That means I'm missing the board vote." "Let me guess," Walker said, glancing at her. "They can't make a decision without you." She narrowed her eyes, amused. Was that a compliment or sarcasm? "Both," he said, lips curling just slightly. "You built something. That matters." She blinked. It wasn't the usual flattery she got from VCs or journalists. It was real, quiet, respectful, and coming from a man like him, it meant more than she expected. Suddenly, a voice from the front of the cabin cried out, "Help! Someone help! He's not breathing!" Heads turned. A man slumped in his seat, face pale. Panic spread. Flight attendants rushed over, unsure what to do. Without hesitation, Walker stood. "I'm trained. Move back." He moved with absolute control, checking the man's pulse, clearing his airway, starting compressions. Passengers watched in stunned silence as he took charge, steady and calm. Within minutes, the man coughed weakly, alive, safe. Applause broke out across the cabin. Olivia stared, stunned. "You just saved his life," she said as Walker quietly returned to his seat, almost as if nothing had happened. "He's someone's father," he replied. "Someone's reason to get home." The words hit her square in the chest. "You're not like anyone I've ever met," she said. "That's probably a good thing," he replied. When the plane finally landed, passengers began to shuffle out. Olivia stayed seated. She turned to him and said, "I know people like you don't look for recognition, but if you ever wanted to work in a place where your impact is seen, my company could use someone like you." He looked at her amused. "Thanks, but I already have a mission." She nodded, smiling faintly. "Of course you do." As he moved down the aisle, disappearing into the sea of passengers, she felt something shift inside her. For all her power, her titles, her money, it was a stranger in uniform who reminded her what real purpose looked like. Because sometimes the most important conversations happen 30,000 feet in the air, when you least expect them. Before we end this story, let us know in the comment, where are you watching from? If this story moved you, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more powerful stories like this one. You never know. The next one might just change your life.
I just want to take a moment to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you. Folded hands, your love, support, likes, comments, and subscriptions mean the world to me. Without you, this journey wouldn't be possible. Every view, every share, and every encouraging word keeps me motivated to create more content for you all. I'm truly grateful to have such an amazing community by my side. Let's keep growing together and making this journey even more special. Red Heart.